Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday. So, before starting tonight's live stream, everything was going a little bit crazy. Lots of pictures tonight for Picture Corner, so I was doing a little bit of that, and then realised that I hadn't done the post over on Patreon to even see what we were going to look at tonight for the video to start, which was Haunted. So thank you guys for replying very quickly to that post that I put up there only 20 minutes ago, and for the cover video, which I haven't yet typed in, but I will maybe do that now because I can see you guys in the live chat room. Hello everybody in there, and we have Bella, Elaine, Debbie, Ro, Bob, Billy as well, Ben, Pam K36, PN112, Carl, Tammy, Mary V, Joy's in there, and WNP67. Lots of numbers tonight. And Julesy goes through there with a number. Let's address this immediately, and I will set up the cover video thing, I promise, in a second. But we have just hit 320,000 subscribers on the channel, which is amazing. So thank you guys for subscribing, hitting that thumbs up, commenting, all that cool stuff, hitting the notification bell. And I know that everybody goes crazy when I get this sign up on screen, so it means you can't hear what I'm saying anyway, but it is much appreciated, and make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified for all of the videos and the live streams. But let's stop all that, and now when I get rid of it, they're going to start cheering again because they're so happy that it's left the screen. So let's shut them up again. So let's get to the poll for tonight's cover video, which is going to be between, I've got to type this in now, vote for tonight's cover video. This is something I just reminded myself, I don't know why, of in movies when you're watching somebody write something down and they talk like I was talking there. So they'd be writing, vote for tonight's cover video, and they talk at a speed where, I mean, I can't write that quickly. And I don't know why I think of Harry Potter, but there's a particular scene in Harry Potter where Harry is writing and he's speaking out loud what he's saying, but there's no way that he was writing as quickly as he was speaking. So anyway, I just thought of that typing. I think I'm probably quicker at typing than I am at writing. But getting back to what was voted for tonight as the choices, it's quite a long title. And this is actually coming over from last live stream. I don't wanna miss a thing. And then I remember the second one. It's don't slow down. And I haven't even checked for spelling mistakes. Usually there are some, but there we go. I don't want to miss a thing, and don't slow down. That is the live vote that I've just started for tonight's cover video. So click on whichever one of those you want to see a little bit later on, and my version of it, of course. Let me get the names of my patrons up on screen. As always, throughout the live streams, we take a look at these lovely people's names at the bottom of the screen. They are the foundation of everything that I do on the channel. So a big shout out to them for making this possible in the first place. The live streams, the analysis videos, the cover videos, the interviews, all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking whether I might put the Picture Corner at the beginning of the live stream this Saturday, or just for this particular live stream, because it does dovetail into a conversation that I was having earlier, and it relates to some pictures that have been sent in by Liz. And Liz went to go and watch Taj, and Taj is over in the USA, Taj Farrant, and check out Taj if you haven't already, and the interview that I did with him here maybe a few weeks ago now. I kind of lose track of where that all is and when things happen. But Liz went to watch Taj in the USA, and because Taj is now over in the USA, Morris Hayes went to see Taj. And Morris I was talking to Morris earlier and I had no idea that all of this had gone down, and he didn't mention it when we were talking. So I'm going to have to do another message after tonight's live stream now that I know what has gone down there. But anyway, so Liz went to watch Taj, and Liz had on at some point a Wings of Pegasus t-shirt. So Liz then got the t-shirt signed by Morris, and Morris Hayes played keys for Prince for the best part of 20 years, and I think Taj said something like it's the closest to playing with Prince, or seeing Prince as you can get, because of Morris being such a close link. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know this has all got on. So earlier, I was talking with Morris just on Instagram about Taj and the fact that he's out there and he's going to be hanging out hopefully in the future with Taj and Brandon, and we were just having a normal conversation, but I didn't know all of this had happened. So let's jump into Picture Corner, and I tell you what, we'll get through all of the pictures, but the ones related to what I was just talking about, let me try and see if the screen grab is going to work, because yes, here we have Liz and Taj here. That's the first one. So thank you, Laura, by the way, for sending me these, because Liz sent them to Laura, and Laura links me to all of the pictures for Picture Corner. But then we had here's Morris and Liz there. So again, I'm gonna have to say to Morris, thank you for posing for pictures and all that kind of stuff, because I didn't know this when I was talking to him earlier. And we have here as well Morris, who's also known as Mr. Hayes. That's what Prince used to call him. But he has signed this t-shirt as well. And I think there's something about a message. Let me check over on Facebook for a message that comes with this. And let me scroll down. There was something... Oh, here we go. The stars were definitely lined up tonight. Thank you, Phil Wings Pegasus, for bringing Morris Hayes to my attention. Because of you, to quote Taj, this is the closest I will ever come to performing with Prince. I dedicate this to you, Morris. Thanks for coming to see my show. This is Purple Rain. Aha, it all makes sense. And I'm not going crazy. I did see something about mentioning being as close to Prince as you can get. So, yes, Morris went to see Prince, and all of this stuff kind of happened. And Liz also said Morris now owns the Phil Toon Ruddy Heck mug, and my Wings of Pegasus t-shirt is officially retired as it is now signed by Morris Hayes. So yes, thank you for that. I mean, you can put that in a frame or something, stick it up on the wall, I do not know. You can do whatever you want with it, but yeah, it's cool that Morris is there. And I'd spoken to Morris about Taj before, and Taj kind of Morris knew of Taj. So yeah, it's great to have all these links that are going around, and then Liz has also kind of made that connection and then stuck it all together. So yeah, great. And we do have another picture. Here is Morris, Taj and Liz, and as you can see, Morris, I'm sure he doesn't understand what's going on with that mug, because I haven't spoken to him about my real life stories or the live streams. But there you go, he now has his hands on Liz's mug, but now Liz has donated that to him. So yeah, thank you for sending those in, Liz. And let me just get the other pictures that have been sent in as well. We had this one coming in from Janice, so thank you for this. And I've got to scroll up to make sure that I find this one, because the message was it's like Moana and Maui embark, and I think that's how you say it. I know that this is like a cartoon character or something, but I haven't seen the movie or whatever it is that goes with it. So it's either Mona or Moana, so I'm going for Moana. And Maui embark on an adventure to return the heart of Tefeti. Let's see how they get on. So thank you for that. And again, I don't know if I said that correctly, but there's another one. Let me try and find this other picture. And this is from Brenda. So thank you for sending this one in, Brenda. And the message with this is: my ugly mug made tolerable only by my fabulous Wings of Pegasus t-shirt. I'm wearing it to see Mission Impossible. Not the first time. I love that movie. We can all sleep better knowing that a winger and member of MIF, Mission Impossible Phil Force, has the key. So thank you for that. And that is the end of Picture Corner. So yeah, big thank you to you guys for sending in your pictures, for Laura to linking me to them. But I was going to say as well that, yeah, because it's quite a long Picture Corner, it was about to cancel itself and potentially just ruin everything in the live stream. So I quickly had to stop it. But thank you, yeah, Brenda, for sending in that picture as well. And I believe she was holding up maybe the Mission Impossible key or something like that. I couldn't quite make it out. But again, if you guys want to get your pictures on the live streams, if you have any Wings of Pegasus merchandise, and by the way, you would have spotted that Brenda had a Wings of Pegasus t-shirt on as well. So this is the thing, that if you want to model any of the Wings of Pegasus merchandise, then you can head over to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. If you are a Facebook user, then yeah, you can get involved with that. Join in with the group, upload your pictures, and then Laura will link me to them. But anyway, let me get everything up on screen. We had a very early Picture Corner for tonight, but we need to get up on screen the lights goal that we're aiming for tonight, because we are aiming for 355, is it? I think it is. It's too small for me to see, but if memory serves me correctly, that's what we are aiming for, and it is a huge likes total that we're going for tonight. So every single thumbs up will be much appreciated if you could do that as you come through the door, even though we're, about 18 minutes past 11, so we started a while ago. But if you are coming through the door now, if you could hit that thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. If we do get to 355, just saying it sounds crazy, it's a big number, but if we do get there, we'll have Phil Jam number 42. I think, and I should work on my memory, because I've only just updated all this stuff on the screen before going live, and I've forgotten what number we're up to, but I'm pretty sure that is where we are up to. The final thing to get up on screen is the donations tab. Even though I always say you don't have to donate, just watching the live stream is great. Maybe leaving a thumbs up and commenting, introducing yourself into that live chat room, that would be great as well, because then we all get to know each other, and we all get to know each other's usernames, and then sometimes we can see the pictures as well during Picture Corner, so then we can put a face to the username. So Cindy says, yes, it is 42. So thank you for that. And yeah, you don't have to donate, but I know that some people can't resist. So the percentages are up on screen, because I think it's important that you know, if you do donate, exactly where your money goes. So between, it's 45 and 60%. Yeah. I mean, it just sounds a bit crazy, but anyway, through the super chat window on YouTube, that's how much YouTube takes from the super chat donations, and through the PayPal link in the description below, between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal. So obviously it's up to you. You can decide exactly how you want to do things if you can't resist donating, but yeah, you don't have to donate. Just I think it's important that you know that actually, if you do donate through YouTube, that yeah, potentially 60% of that is just going away. And this is why I do say that if you accidentally donate on PayPal, I can return it. I can do a full refund of that, because I get, you know, between 95 and 97%. So yeah, I don't mind kind of paying the extra 3 or 5% to give a full refund. But if you accidentally donate on YouTube, then there's not really much I can do, because it means 60% of that I don't have. So let's go straight to YouTube. I'll only be able to refund, you know, 40%. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but those are the percentage splits. That's how it works. And as for the adverts on these live streams, at the moment, I still haven't turned it on to automatic, so if there are any adverts, then I will try and cancel them as soon as they happen, so that I can click on the button that appears. But, oh, Julesy says, put up the likeometer, and it's moved as it always does. It just goes on walkabout. Whenever we start the live streams, my screen capture is moving all over the place. And this really has moved all over the place to the point where I can't even see where it is. Right, there it is. Is that now centralized? It should be. I've dragged it. So we are at 233 likes so far, which means we're aiming for 122. I don't know if that's correct. That was just a random number that's popped into my head. So if we get to 235, that'll be 120. So, I mean, it seems like maybe doing all of these calculations during my live streams is helping my brain to subconsciously know what amount. I think that's probably quite easy to work out, but for me that was probably quite impressive. So there we go. It was 120, so that's down to what, 118? Saying these numbers, I don't have confidence in them, but rest assured, we just need a few more people to hit the thumbs up in order to get us to that 355 total. Right, we did have a little bit of a spike I saw there, up to 241 now, 242. I'm not going to be counting through every single number as every like comes through, but we'll keep an eye on that and see if it does go up. Hopefully it does a little bit. See if we have then the fill jam at the end, which we will do. Okay, and there have been donations, so thank you guys for these. And I'm just going to click on PayPal in order to get that organised, but I saw that Marsha just donated $20, so thank you for that, Marsha. And the message is, I love your hair. Curly, I'm jealous. I have long, straight strings. Laugh out loud. Not guitar strings either. Laugh out loud. So thank you for that, Marsha. And yeah, I can't really see what's going on with my hair tonight because I've got an extra window on the screen, and now that I get the pictures from a different place, I've now got another screen for that. And when I say screen, I mean window. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think before I had 8 windows open, but now I've got 9. So actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, I have added 2 more windows. So one of them, yeah, is very small, and that's my live feed for the live stream, and I can't really see what's going on. But yeah, generally, it's quite good sometimes when my hair curls away from my eyes, because when I need a haircut, which is basically now, it means that I can see what's going on because my hair is curling away. And when I was in my very early 20s, I used to have my hair chemically straightened because it was so curly. But then once the hair is grown out a bit, it gets a bit of weight to it, and therefore the curls now become longer curls, and I can deal with it a little bit better. But certainly that period of growing out your hair, as every guy and probably girl knows, if you have got naturally curly hair, that middle point is just a bit of a nightmare because you can't really do anything with your hair because it doesn't have the weight to pull it down, so it just curls up and just stays there. So you just look like you've got a massive perm on the go all the time. So anyway, and with straightening my hair, this wasn't something that I did. It was something that their hairdresser did every time I went to the hairdresser. So she would always get out the straighteners and straighten my curls, and then yeah, because that was what the style that she liked to do, then obviously she said, oh, you know, instead of having to straighten your hair all the time, because I didn't really, have a style or anything, so because she kept on straightening my hair when I had a haircut, then I thought, oh, well, this is obviously the style, so I'll just keep on straightening it. And she said, yeah, if you want to not have to straighten your hair as much, then you can have it chemically straightened. And so I did that, and she did that for me. And I mean, this is at the point where my hair, I hadn't actually decided at this point to go, full rock and roll because I was still, in my early 20s, and my first original band was when I was 23. So yeah, I was still kind of at the point of not really knowing. I was growing my hair a bit longer, and it's probably because it was at that stage where it's curling too much that she thought I'd probably look like an idiot. So the hairdresser just decided on my style, and that's what it was. But then, since growing my hair out, that I didn't straighten it at that point. It's just at some point you just got to give in to whatever your hair wants to do, and I made that decision quite early on. When my hair was long enough, whatever it wants to do on a particular day, you've just got to accept that that's what's going to happen. There's nothing that you can do about it. And rather than try and wrestle out the curls with straightening tongs or irons or whatever you call them, I mean, that'll probably take me years to do anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. But thank you, Marcia, for that donation. And just heading over to PayPal, because we had a donation from Amy for £5. So thank you for that. And just seeing when that was. It was at 10:46 in the morning on Wednesday. So that would have been after the last live stream. Thank you for that. Obviously, technically, it's all after the last live stream, but I mean, just after, early in the morning, a few hours later. And we've had another donation from Nicole for £8.16. So thank you for that, Nicole. And the message is, "Hi, Phil. For the pleasure of spending time with you for the music and life events. Lots of love. Rock on." So thank you for that, Nicole. There's another one that's come through as well. Oh, and I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. But Janice donated £15. So thank you for that, Janice. And the message is, instead of, and there we have it. Could you say, Bob's your uncle? Thanks and cheerio. So thank you for that. And I mean, Bob's your uncle isn't something that I usually say. In fact, I say Bob's your auntie most of the time. So I don't even say the expression correctly. So yeah, I think I said that maybe on a live stream before, and everyone was very confused as to what I was saying. But obviously it's just a play on Bob's your uncle. So saying Bob's your auntie, I just said it so many times, it's just become subconscious, and that's now the saying to me. So thank you for that, Janice. And Janice has donated again, and this is £100. So thank you for this, Janice. But again, let me know if this is an accidental donation, just accidental type, because yeah, I can refund it on PayPal. But thank you for this, and the message is for a trip to the M&M's candy store in London. So thank you for that, Janice. And this is a store that I'm thinking whether I've actually been in it or not, because I've been in Leicester Square, lots and lots of times, and I don't think I've actually been into the M&M store, but I know exactly where it is, and I've walked past it plenty of times. I think I've probably just been too busy doing whatever I'm doing, either going to, radio stations, especially back in the day when I was hassling DJs and all that kind of stuff, and they have movie premieres just kind of further down the road as well. I said down the road, it's all in Leicester Square. So yeah, and that's where they have Capital FM as well. So lots of radio stations actually situated in Leicester Square, but there's also, a couple of venues that were quite close. The Comedy Club, which I've played at on more than one occasion, which is just down the road as well. And obviously I know where McDonald's is because that's where we'd go before playing. Just go there for a bite to eat, but not eat too much, because I didn't like to have a big meal before singing and performing. So anyway, I think certainly that amount of money would probably buy a lifetime supply of M&Ms and different sweets, as we call them here, rather than candy. But thank you, Janice, for that donation. And there's been another one that's come through from Joe, and Joe has donated £10. So thank you for this, Joe. And the message is, as penance for last week's backing track. And I think that's a smiley face that's been added to that particular message. So thank you for that, Joe. And I think this was on Tuesday on the live stream. It might have been the last live stream. I'm not sure. But yes, there was a backing track that actually now I know wasn't a backing track. It was a song. And I listened to the song, and I'm trying to think of the saxophonist whose song it was, and I can't remember, but it was, I think, Latin fusion, something like that. But anyway, the point of this was the backing for that particular song, and he plays a saxophone solo. But of course, because it's a song, he knows that there's going to be a key change every 2 beats of the bar, and sometimes every bar, but there are some really quick chord changes. So of course, because he knows it's going to happen, he's playing his saxophone and changing with all of the changes. Whereas, yes, myself, because I never heard the backing track before, playing over something that literally has a key change every 2 beats is impossible. You can't do that consciously. So yeah, no player in the world can do that, sadly. So yeah, it's just too quick, because by the time you've heard what at least what your reference is to the key, and you go to play, it's now too late because it's changed. So you've got that constant change and it never stops. So yeah, that's why Joe has that message with the donation. So thank you for that, Joe. And yeah, I'm sure anybody trying to jam along to that probably realised it's literally impossible to do. But it's interesting because it shows you and shows people the difference between conscious playing and subconscious playing, where you know all the key changes, so you just literally jump to a place on the guitar rather than thinking, oh, it would be good if it's, if I played this line with this backing. There's none of that going on. It's just, right, I'm going to jump to this position, and I know that the chord is going to be, for example, an A major 7th chord, so I'm going to jump to the correct scale, the A major scale, and literally play through the A major 7th scale if you want to, throw the 7th in there as well. So yeah, literally jumping without no forethought really. It's just automatic, because every 2 beats you're going to have to move your hand to a particular fret. And yeah, I said probably why I'm not into Latin fusion. I like to be able to think about things when I'm playing and come up with things and come up with lines. So anyway, yeah, thank you for that, Joe. Right, we've had another donation in the super chat window, and this is Biker Trash 64 Babe, who has donated $5. So thank you for that. And the message is congrats 32,000 right on. So yeah, thank you for that. And it's more than 32,000, but even still, 32,000 is a very big number. So yeah, 320,000 is crazy. Every time I say the subscriber count is just ridiculous, just because I was on 1,500 subscribers for quite a long time. So yeah, I just got used to that and doing my live streams and just kind of seeing what happened. And all of those live streams and all of my early videos are obviously still on the channel from very many years ago. So yeah, it's great that things have gone the way that they've gone, and you guys have joined me and are subscribing and all that cool stuff. But also, being able to chat to, musicians and musicians like Morris and Taj, and having these links with different people, it's great. And then Shirley, and let me mention about the second interview with Shirley is going to be happening at the beginning of next month, probably early, what is next month, October is it? I'm losing track of kind of exactly where I am, what's going on. The months literally disappear because it's going to be Christmas again, but it's only just been Christmas. I don't know where the time disappears to, but anyway, yes, we're going to be having our interview, and I think we're in September. I'm pretty sure. So it's October or maybe November. I'm going to have to check, but it's going to be at the beginning of the month, whichever one of those months it is. So yeah, that interview with Shirley, and Shirley Lewis, by the way, was a backing vocalist for, and the main backing vocalist, I'd say, for George Michael. And we did Father Figure before, because that was just Shirley and George on there. Freedom as well was just Shirley and George on that. So they just did lots of takes of Shirley's voice, and it sounds so full in the background, almost like a choir or something behind George, but that's just Shirley's voice being multi-tracked. So yeah, we will be jumping into that second interview in the future. I will make sure I have put it in my diary. So I'll let you know exactly which month it was because I forget. But this is the problem with just being busy and keeping track of everything. But at the moment, Shirley is on tour with Alfie Bow. So yeah, she's very busy at the moment. So we have said a particular date in the future that will be happening. So anyway, let's have a look at how many likes. We are up to 291. We are closing in on that target of 355, but still we have quite a way to go. 292, that's like 55 plus 8, so that's 63, is it? Maybe. So anyway, there you go. I'm just throwing that number out there. It might be wrong. It might be right. I do not know. But now 294, I always kind of hope that it's going to go to a number that I can figure out. So if we get 2 more, it's going to be 60, which means it's going to be 62. So I'm really testing my maths. I know that everyone says math over in the USA, but I'm testing my maths because that's what we say here. And yeah, if we get 1 more, there we go, 295, which means we're looking for 60 more people to hit the thumbs up. So a little bit easier for me to work out. And thank you to whoever that was that made it a little bit easier to get to 295. Right, Jan has donated 20 Norwegian kroner. Thank you for that. And the message is, you sound vibrat. Have a great night. So thank you for that. And I don't know. I don't know what vibrat means. And it can't be vibrato, or maybe my voice sounds like it's got vibrato on it, which I don't know why that would ever happen, because it would mean that I'm talking like this, and people don't talk like that. And yeah, or maybe vibrant. That could be another word that vibrat could have been intended as when typing out. But thank you, Jan, for that donation. And we are, keeping organised. We're attempting to keep organised on the live streams. That's what I always try to do. It never quite happens that way, but we're going to try and fit maybe a riff of the week into tonight's live stream. What is the time? It's 22 midnight here. I'm just checking. It is. It's a little bit small for me to see, but it looks like it's 11:39 and some seconds. I can't see the seconds because it's too small. But we will be having a riff of the week, and I might just throw this in there now because we did the picture corner a little bit earlier on, randomly at a different point in the live stream. I'm going to throw in a riff of the week now. And Elaine says, I went with vibrant, which is the word that I think Jan maybe meant to throw in. And yes, vibrant would have just been the N that was missing. So probably most likely, rather than, sounding vibrato doesn't make sense really. So anyway, thank you for letting me know. I think maybe I was the only one who's reading that incorrectly. Let's get into the riff of the week. And of course, you have to give me a number between 1 and 100. And I look into the live chat room so that we can choose one that hasn't been chosen yet. The riffs between 1 and 100. But I know that we've been through quite a lot of them. And let me just see if we can get into the inbox. We are in the inbox, and we have the riff of the week list, which has been sent to me by Laura. So thank you for this. And right, I've now got the list so I can see that. Looking into the live chat room, I can see lots of numbers kicking off in there. Thank you guys. Marsha donated $5 again. Thank you for that, and says, you sound a lot like Tommy Shaw when you sing. My boyfriend says. So thank you for, big compliment there. And I'm just trying to think of the damn Yankees tune that I sang. Silence is Broken. Was it that? I think it was that. But anyway, yeah, let's get into the riff of the week. And the numbers popping through the screen. Let's pick some out. Okay, Dina says 39. Let's have a look at 39. We haven't had 39, so that means that we can jump straight into number 39. And when I say we can jump straight into it, what I mean is I haven't set it up and I'm going to have to do the screen capture and all that stuff. So it's going to be a bit of a delay. And I've used the screen capture for the pictures. So it's going to be interesting to try and sort that out. But what did we just say? Riff of the week, 39, like that. And there it is. It has given me the result.
Do you want to know?
These adverts, I'm getting lots of adverts for guitar courses. And yes, I mean, I could give maybe an exclusive for this particular live stream, that I've seen so many adverts for guitar courses, and there are so many guitar courses out there that are all, I mean, every advert that I see, and sometimes I just watch the whole advert to see what they are selling, and every single advert that I've seen for every single guitar course is teaching the wrong thing. So I'm thinking myself of making a proper guitar course for playing lead guitar, and this is the thing, that a lot of the courses that I see are addressing lead guitar, and they all say about, you know, you don't need any theory, and, you know, I'll teach you this secret shape or the one shape that all the great guitarists use and all of this stuff. And, you know, there are other ones that say about using scales and all that kind of stuff. And you end up, and I know because I've, you know, taught guitar for what, almost 20 years, you end up in exactly the same place, whether you use shapes, whether you use scales or modes, or whether you know lots of theory. Everyone ends up in the same place, and every single course will get everybody at the same place, which is a place that they don't want to be. And I know, because, yeah, I've taught loads of students who've got stuck at that place. They either use one shape, or they use, or they know loads of scales, and they use those scales. And it doesn't matter, yeah, because shapes are scales. So even if, yeah, you're watching a course where they're just teaching you a shape and you don't know what that is, you don't know what the key is, you're still going to have the same problem as the person who knows lots of scales. But the only difference is you know lots of shapes, but you just don't know what the scales are called. So yes, I mean, I'm in the process at the moment of thinking about how I'm going to do it. And I mean, it was part of the reason why I bought this camera and kind of upgraded it, because I thought if I'm going to do a proper course, then obviously the quality's got to be good, but it's more of an investment for the course in the future. But yeah, it's just got me to a point where everybody's teaching the wrong thing. So I thought, you know, the temptation for me just to do a course that says, look, this is what you have to do in order to get to a particular, or past a particular wall that everybody hits playing lead guitar. So yeah, anyway, I mean, I'm only mentioning this because one of the adverts that, I mean, is literally what I'm talking about, because the guy's saying, you want to know why the pros make guitar look so easy? But then he goes on to talk about shapes, and yeah, it's not about shapes. So anyway, that is something that, yeah, maybe I will do in the future. And I can see that Bella says it's all the same. So yeah, if I showed you a shape on the guitar, it is like, say for example, everybody, well I say everybody knows, but most lead guitarists know pentatonic shape 1 and the extended pentatonic shape. They are shapes. So when I said pentatonic shape 1, that's the pentatonic scale. It's a shape. It means that you put your, and the way that you describe a shape on the guitar is by showing you a box, and it's also called, you know, pentatonic box 1 is what some people call pentatonic shape 1, and that's the pentatonic scale. So it's just literally changing the word scale for shape. So it's exactly the same thing, but by just playing a shape, you might not know that particular scale, but you're still playing that. So if you played the shape, I would say, oh, you're playing minor pentatonic shape 1, and then the person might say, oh, but I don't know that it's called that. And I'll say, well, yes, you are playing a scale, but you don't know what it's called. And, you know, it's great and everything, but you're still going to encounter exactly the same problems as you will do learning a scale, but you've just learnt it as a shape. So anyway, yeah, it is all the same. But obviously, I mean, teaching lead guitar in an organic way and an authentic way, and, you know, teaching somebody how to actually play the way that they probably already can. This is the stupid thing about it, is that people do have a lot of knowledge, but they don't know how to use it. So yeah, this is something that I might be doing in the future, and because it's going to be a proper course, not just like, you know, a shorts video or something like that, then I'll let you guys know kind of as and when it'll happen and how I'm getting on with it, all that kind of stuff. And it might be something that in the future, I know that a lot of people have mentioned over on Patreon that they'd like to help out, you know, lightening my workload and all of that kind of stuff, and it might be something that people might be able to help me with over there, you know, if I am doing a guitar course and, you know, getting it out there, making it available to people, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but, you know, it's just an idea at the moment, and I did buy this camera with the idea for the future, and obviously I've got to find time as well. Things have been really busy recently, but I would like to have something that people can refer to just unlock their playing that they can probably already do, but they're just following these courses that just, you know, funnel them into the same mistakes that I've seen a million times with guitar students. So anyway, number 39, that's what we're going to be jumping into finally. And let me just get rid of this advert because it'll go on for 5 seconds. We will skip it. We'll stop that. And I mean, interestingly, we're going to see exactly what this screen capture likes. Let me get the background up on screen. I think that's worked, and let's get the screen capture. Obviously, that's all over the place, so we won't even be able to see it very clearly. Let me see if I can find where it is. There it is, and move it somewhat into the middle of the screen. Right, we are going to be having a listen to this. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to hear it or not, but let me unmute it. And in the live chat room, I just want the name of this riff, the song that it comes from, please. And you can name the band or artist that did the song if you want to, but it's all about the name of the song. So let's have a listen and see what happens. And there we have it, a really easy one for tonight. But the thing is, I mean, you'll probably get a point for the name of the song, but it's a version of the song. So obviously it's not the original version of the song, but let's have a look. Cindy said, "You really got me," which is correct. I'm just scrolling up to see if anybody got it before that. And on my screen, at least, it's Cindy that got it first. So yeah, congratulations to Cindy. And then Barbara said, "You really got me" under that. Jay said, "Here it comes, Taylor Swift." So not quite, but scrolling down, Ginny said, "You really got me." And Kevin says, "Van Halen, you really got me." So Kevin gets a bonus point for naming the version that I was playing. And going down, Billy says, "You really got me." Elaine said, "You really got me." And by the way, everybody's live chat room is different. So I know that I said that Cindy was first on my screen. She might have been second or third on somebody else's screen. It's, a little bit random as to which names appear where or how quickly the comments come through, because it's all dependent on how close you are to a particular YouTube server wherever you are, and then where I am, and very complicated. So congratulations everybody that is getting it right. I can see Gail said, "You really got me." Janice said, Ali got me. And Cathodia says Van Halen, you really got me. So yes, for those of you that have said Van Halen as well, a bonus point there. So an easy riff of the week for tonight. Now, let me see if I can try and undo all the screen capture stuff that I just did to get back to me on the screen, which has happened. Right, I think we are going to be jumping into the cover video for tonight. But just before we do, let me get back to things over here to make sure that we are organized over there, just in case PayPal things happen. We are up to date with PayPal, and David has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, David. And the message is, hi Phil, do you have a favorite brand of acoustic guitar? I like Martin. So thank you for that, David. And I would say that to begin with, I mean, I've got a couple of Tanglewoods, and I mean, it's just the same guitar that I bought twice because for my particular physiology, it's really nice to play. But that was before I got sent the Maton, which is behind me, from Mario. And I mean, since playing a Maton, I have to say that that's probably, my preference now because of how easy it is to play and really nice feel to it. So I would say, I mean, I haven't played a lot of Martins, so yeah, for me, I'd say probably the acoustic behind me is the best one that I've played, or the one that has had the most playability, for my genetics as well, the size of my hands, all that kind of stuff. It's just quite a nice fit. And I have played quite a lot of Takaminis as well. Because I used to work in a guitar shop, but I used to teach guitar in a guitar shop. So as I've said before about having cancellations, if somebody did cancel, it meant that I had half an hour to go out into the shop and just pick up any guitars that I wanted to play. And it means that I had access to quite expensive guitars. But I found that with the Takaminis, when I picked one of those up, when I literally picked it, it just didn't seem, and some of them were like £1,500, £2,000. So we're talking, $2,500. Some of them really expensive, but they just didn't suit my physiology or my playing style. So I didn't particularly go with that. And then ironically, I picked up a Tanglewood and thought, oh wow, this feels to me better than what I was just playing. Like literally a £300 guitar compared with a £2,000 guitar. The £300 guitar just felt better to me. So obviously, great for my pocket as well, because had the more expensive one felt really good, then I would have had an issue. I would have had to save for a very long time. But yes, so I'd have to say now, with the Maton behind me, then I have to go, Maton. But I haven't played lots of Martins in the past. So anyway, but I think it's just a physiology thing and playing style and whatever it is best for you personally. Like I always say, if you are going to be buying a guitar, make sure that you get your fingers on the fretboard if you can do, just to make sure that it suits your playing and the size of your hands, all those kinds of things. So anyway, thank you, David, for that. And there has been another donation over on PayPal. So thank you for this, Elaine, who has donated £7.71. And the message is, Phil, this donation and question is from my hubby, Jim Pahamovich. So thank you for this. The question is, do you drink beer? If so, what's your favourite? So thank you, Elaine and Jim. And I don't drink beer, and it's not that I'm, drinking to try and, or not drinking to try and stay healthy, or for any other reason. I just don't like the taste of, beer, but just alcohol. Like pretty much anything that's got alcohol in it, I don't know, leaves a weird taste in my mouth, or like in the back of my mouth. I just don't like the taste of it. So regardless of what it is, like either even wine or lager or beer, anything really that has alcohol in it, it just seems to hit a chord, not musically speaking, but hit a chord with my taste buds, or something that my body doesn't really like about it. So there you go. I don't drink beer, and I would say if I had to drink something that had alcohol in it, it would have to be something where I couldn't taste the alcohol. So it would have to be like something fruit based. And this is probably why I just drink fruit juice, because I like the taste of fruit juice, and like, Tropicana, and, sometimes you get the, mango, orange and pineapple, and you like get a mix of fruits. So that's something that I like the taste of. So if I were to drink something that had alcohol in, it would have to be so strongly, filled with fruit that I couldn't taste the alcohol. But there hasn't been a drink yet that has achieved that, because initially with those kinds of drinks, because I know that those kind of drinks do exist, I've had them and I drink it and I think, oh, this is quite nice, it tastes like fruit. But then you get the aftertaste of the alcohol and think, ugh. So you kind of think, oh, this is nice for about 3 seconds, and then after that you think, or at least I think, oh, I don't like that taste. And the taste just stays. That's the problem. Even after you've swallowed the drink, the aftertaste of the alcohol stays in my mouth. So it's like, yeah, unfortunately it ruins the rest of the drinking experience, because the thing that I'm left with is just that taste. Don't know why that is. It's probably something that's maybe unique to me and my taste buds, but yeah, I'm just not really into the taste of it. And that's why, it's probably a good thing for me, because I know that certainly a lot of people, well, a lot of my friends from childhood, they drink quite a lot, and I think it's probably something to avoid doing if you want to stay lean. I think because I don't drink, it's a hell of a lot of calories that I'm missing out on. If you're thinking like people, when they go out here in the UK, they have maybe a pint or 2 or 3 pints of beer. And just thinking about it, I don't have a pint of fruit juice. I don't think I could drink a pint of fruit juice. So drinking a pint of beer, I don't know how people do it, but they must just, it's like training that they get used to. I don't even drink a pint of water, in one go. I have probably, 2 litres a day, but that's just sipping it, in a bottle, like this, kind of now and again. So yeah, drinking just a pint of something is quite a lot. And then when you add into the fact that it's a pint of beer, which is, basically just carbohydrate, that means that you're drinking between 200 and 300 calories per pint. So somebody that drinks 3 pints, they're having minimum 600 calories. So that's like 3/4 of a pizza in liquid form. So yeah, if you're doing that, you might even have 2 or 3 pints with your pizza. So yeah, I think it's something that has probably helped to keep me lean. Not that I try and keep lean, but I think I'm just naturally lean anyway. But maybe if I drank alcohol, then I wouldn't be as lean as I am. But anyway, thank you for that, Elaine and Jim. So anyway, let's jump into tonight's cover video, because it is almost midnight here. It's very close to midnight, but I'm just going to end the poll here and see which one won. It is I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, with 56% of the vote. So thank you guys for voting tonight. And thank you as well to you guys over on Patreon for requesting these 2 cover videos. Just before we went live, my version of the Aerosmith classic, of course, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you after. Rock!
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing, watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. 'Cause every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I kiss your eyes. Thank God we're together. I just want to stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. I don't wanna miss one smile, I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be with you, right here with you, just like this. I just wanna hold you close, feel your body close to mine, and we'll stay in this moment for all the rest of time. Close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna miss a thing.
And there we have it. That was my version of the Aerosmith classic. And that was one of those videos that starts with a very long fade in. I don't know why that is. I'm going to have to check the settings. I should have actually been doing that. But I got the guitar out, thought I'd get ready because we have hit the lights goal for tonight, which means we're going to be having a Phil Jam. So thank you everyone for hitting the thumbs up. You can keep on hitting the thumbs up now if you want to. Every single thumbs up really helps the channel to grow and for this live stream to get out there a little bit more. But if you're watching on catch up as well in the future, the thumbs up still really do count. So thank you guys for doing that. And there has been another donation over in the PayPal window. So quickly, let me jump over there. It is Karen who has donated £25, and that is a straight up donation. So thank you for that, Karen. And I can see that now Karen with a C has donated $4.99. Thank you for that. And the message is, hi Phil, congrats on hitting 320,000 subscribers. As some of the wingers know, I'm in the hospital, so I came for your positivity. Cheers, Karen. So thank you for that. And yes, I've spoken with Karen over on Patreon about hospital things, and yeah, get well soon. Hope everything, well, I hope that everything sorts itself out as well as it can do. We are going to be jumping into tonight's Phil Jam, so hopefully it's not going to be like the last one, and I think it's going to be okay. Right, number 42, is it? Okay, I'm clicking number 42. And
have to look after yourself before look.
Right, let me stop the advert coming through. And skip that, jump down to that. Right, and let's unmute that. Unmute this. Okay. Okay, we're roughly in tune, which is good. And this is a ZZ Top slow blues jam type backing track in A minor. And this is from MJ's Backing Tracks and Studio. So this is just capital M, capital J, apostrophe S. So I think, yeah, we might have been on this channel before for a backing track or two. So we are going to be jumping into this. Hopefully you can hear the guitar. And I mean, it's not too buzzy or fuzzy, or sometimes I get interference because of the grounding's a little bit weird. But anyway, let's have a listen to this and see what happens. How long is it? 6 minutes. Okay, so yeah, we've got time to run through this. As for the levels, who knows what happens or is going to happen? Let's have a listen and See if I can hear it to begin with. So can you hear this? Okay, you said chair up. How about if I zoom out with my camera? Can you see my guitar now? Let me just see. Okay, sounds great. Great. Okay, right, so you can hear it. And hopefully you can see the guitar. had an ending as well, which is cool. I always like it when it has an ending because then you can end it rather than it suddenly cutting out. So there we have it. And I saw a comment from Joe, I think just before we went live. There was something in there. I don't know, I should have maybe read this before doing the jam. But oh yeah, it says Phil Jam number 42, relax, exclamation mark. This is the 74th Phil Jam overall, by the way. So we've done 70 that's quite a lot. 74 random jams. And I think I saw somebody say, oh, there should be a compilation of all the Phil Jams. I mean, some of them are like 8 or 10 minutes. So if there are like 74 of them, that's going to be quite a long CD to have all of those put together. But there we go. And was Joe going through that live chat room somewhere? I think I saw Joe. Oh, here we go. Do I get my job back, with a winking face from Joe? So thank you for that. Yes, Joe, I think, has his job back after that because it was a backing track, which is good, rather than a song with intentional chord changes that everybody knows about beforehand. So there we go. But that was a cool one. I mean, it was had a bit of a breakdown in there as well, and we had some interesting changes when we moved. I'm not sure where we kind of went with it, but it is more of a kind of interesting blues jam type thing, which is cool. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up, for getting us to the target tonight of 355, which is huge. And yeah, it's great that we can do this on a Saturday. We also live stream on Tuesday nights, just in case you're watching tonight and you want to have the ability to tune into more live streams. There is one more that you can attend on Tuesday nights. I'm always there, as you regular viewers will know, and it's always the same time, 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So that's where I will be on Tuesday night, and we do the same thing, have a Phil Jam, all that cool stuff if we do hit the likes goal. So we are going to be calling things to a close now, and I mean, it's been quite a well-organised stream for tonight, amazingly. We're actually ending on time, which is rare. I always try to finish at 15:15 so that everything then doesn't kind of impact on, answering messages, emails, all that kind of stuff that I do after the live stream that come through while I'm doing the live stream. So yeah, keeping up with everything is a bit of a nightmare, but it is all good. I mean, it's great to be busy, great to be at 320,000 subscribers again. I'm going to be here with a video tomorrow night, another analysis video on Sunday night, and then we're going to be live streaming, like I said, on Tuesday night. So thank you guys for joining me tonight for this particular live stream. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. As I always say, try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!